Hey, what's up, guys? It's Trevor James here again. I'm bringing you guys another deck profile. So I know this is, once again, it's new to my channel, but I'm trying to bring it in with a good welcoming party. So yeah, guys, this is one of my Vanguard decks. This is my Liberator Legion deck. I've been working on it for a while now, especially when Legions first came out, and I'm fairly new to Vanguard, but I'm obsessed with it. Literally, I've been playing it almost like non-stop since like November when I got into it. So, it's a super, super awesome game. So without further ado, guys, let's start this deck profile. First up, from my starter, I run one Flaming Passion Guido, or one Flaming Passion Liberator Guido. She's literally probably one of the best starters that a Legion deck could ask for, because she just literally... Basically, as soon as I have a Legion, she allows me to call if I put her into Soul. So she's just super, super good. Starting with the triggers, I run 4 critical triggers of Steelblade Liberator Medwalla. I run 4 of Great Wish Liberator Essus, once again, another critical trigger. And then I run 2 Strike Liberators. So I run 10 critical triggers, and I really like that amount of triggers. It's great. And then I run 2 stands, and that would be Catchable Liberator. Really, really awesome stand. Like, as soon as it hits the field from my deck, when it's called, I can put it back in my deck and call again. So if I don't want it at that time, it's such a good card. And then, of course, I run my 4 heal triggers of Eclia. Going into grade 1s, I run 4 of my Perfect Guard, which is Light Formation Liberator Edre. And then I run Little Liberator Marin. Big, big fan of Marin, and she's just such a good card to start with for grade 1 when you have her as a rear guard, because she hits your opponent for 10, and at that point there's not really a lot of cards that are that strong, so it's a really good hit and almost a direct attack. And then I run 4 Mayrain Liberator Bruno. I was just kind of brought into this card by my buddy Lauren, and it's such a good card because every time I call during that turn, like basically from my deck, she goes up by, or he goes up by 3,000 for each one that I call. So superior calling, I can get up to like 4 superior calls in one turn, so it just goes super powerful. I've gotten him up to 2,400 before, and I like to call him Kid Icarus because he looks kind of like Kid Icarus. And then I run Future Liberator Luit too. Such a good card to add to my Legion because it powers him up and gets him by himself to 10. So if I don't have Bruno, it's just a really good card to have underneath my Legion for support. For grade 2s, I run Oak Liberator Aglavale at 4. Just another really, really good card to call because when he's in rear guard, I can counterblast 1 and then call 3 from my, or I can search the top 3 and then call 1 with Liberator in its card in there. I run 4 of Liberator Royalty Fallon. I know a lot of people probably don't run Fallon at that much, but I think he's just great, and the fact when he goes in for 12,000, it's just a really, really good hit. So, really, really awesome card. Citation Liberator Hell, I run at 2. I usually run it at 3, but I like it at 2 because at 2 he just, when he actually directly hits, he counterblasts and I get to call. So really great card. And then the final part for grade 2 is Regulation Liberator Aglavale, because I do run 1 Glare. I maybe want to run more, but at this point Glare is just too freaking expensive to run 4, so at this point I run him at 1. So of course I run Regulation Liberator Aglavale. For my grade 3s, I run 3 Bluish Flame Liberator Percival. He was kind of the best card out of the starter deck, and he's really good. As soon as he hits the field, I get a call, like literally search the top 4 and then call 1 from there. Just a really, really good card. So I like him a whole lot. He just has a lot of really good plays, and just it's a great card for just literally an instant call. So good card. Most of them I have to counterblast, so because I don't have to counterblast, it's a great card. I run Oops, sorry about that, guys. I run 2. I was like, I don't think I run 3 Prominence Core. I run 2 Prominence Core. Once again, he's just another really, really good card, especially really good card for Legion, because I can, as soon as I call him, if I have another card with either my mate or him on the field, in rear guard, he goes up by critical 1 and 3,000. So it's just a really, really good card, and then I can counterblast 1 and then switch to the top 4 and call. So once again, my entire deck calls, and it's the whole point. It's just those really good calls. I won 1 Bluish Flame Liberator Prominence Core, or Prominence Glare. This is literally like the most busted card in the deck. And I maybe will plan on running maybe a few more, but for now he's good at this point, because he's just super freaking good. Because literally, if his effects go through, I basically can attack my opponent for +1 crit, and then when he goes in, my opponent can't block with anything that's grade 1 or above, so you can only block with grade 0s, and that's just super good. And I don't think anybody probably runs him, but I run Locust Liberator because he's freaking amazing. Doesn't really cost that much to use to make him go up by 1 crit with his skill. All I need to have is at least 4 of their Liberators in rear guard, and with the fact that he's a Legion, my other grade 2 happens to count as a rear guard as well, and then he basically goes up by 1 critical plus 5,000, and then when he attacks a Vanguard, he goes up by another 3,000, so that power boost, he goes up to I get him to 34,000 every time. So he's just super awesome, and I don't know why he's not that popular. Just a really, really good card. Doesn't really cost that much, so really, really good card. Oh, and I also do have to counterblast him. I have to counterblast 2 Liberators, but that's not too bad for what he does. So yeah, guys, that was my Vanguard deck. Sorry, that was really short. I know with Yu-Gi-Oh decks, I have more stuff to show in the deck, but you know, Vanguard, you only run 50 and you don't run any extra stuff. So yeah, guys, that was my Vanguard deck. I hope you guys like that. There'll be more in store for you guys later. Have a good night, guys.